Today we're taking a look at XRP cryptocurrency analysis and prediction in anticipation of the next 48 hours. Welcome back to Crypto Cash, your one-stop shop for cryptocurrency analysis. Before we take a look at this analysis, do not forget to subscribe so you can get notified as soon as these videos are released. That way you have enough time to plan out your trades so we can provide you with the correct information on schedule. If you want to benefit the most from analysis, though, we just ask you listen and take notes. Make sure that you watch the screen for graphs and charts that reflect the analysis. This guarantees you have only the appropriate information that you will need going into the upcoming trading day after fully watching this video. We will start off by analyzing the fundamentals, then focusing on the technical data. We will also provide you with potential action plans for the future so you may be better prepared. Just bear in mind this is not financial advice. This video is designed for educational purposes only. Now let's get started with the fundamentals. XRP is both a cryptocurrency and a platform. The company and network platform are typically referred to as Ripple, and XRP is essentially considered to be the cryptocurrency for Ripple. XRP was created by Ripple to be a speedy, less costly, and more scalable alternative to both other digital assets and existing monetary payment platforms like SWIFT. The max supply is 100 billion. Circulating supply is at 45% at 45 billion, the market cap of $48 billion, and a 24-hour volume of 37 billion. Today's high is $1.11. Today's low was 87 cents. It's a daily change of 29%. The 52-week high is $1.11, whereas the 52-week low is 10 cents. That's an increase of over 924%. And this week's range was 61 cents upwards of $1.11, which was just hit recently. And keep in mind that's a weekly change of 77% in total. So the price has changed massively in the past week, obviously with that 77% and a recent spike up another 29 in the past 24 hours alone. XRP is consistently making higher highs with very small periods of consolidation. No matter how you look at it, it is safe to say this currency is gaining huge momentum and popularity. It's excellent for both day traders and swing traders alike. Tons of volume and overall market sentiment is very high. Previous resistance line is 92 cents. That was broken and is now considered a support. Current resistance is $1.11. It was tested a second time today, so be on the lookout for what happens next. It's going to get very interesting. And now for the technical analysis. For my day traders out there, as you can see the 50-minute chart, the price has changed a lot in the past 24 hours. As the bulls and bears are battling it out, you can see also the VWAP shows us the price is staying above center line. That's the green line you see there. And it's also currently above the two moving averages. So this is a positive technical sign for those who are in long positions. At this point, however, I would strongly recommend that you proceed with caution until the VWAP and 50-day moving averages are tested. It is likely the price will drop below, similar to what it did previously, roughly about 12 hours ago. This may or may not happen, so just be on the lookout, but let's use the technical indicators in the meantime to see what the best situation possible would look like. First of all, the 50-day and 100-day moving averages are trending below, so be mindful of this. They might work as support lines. Also be very aware of the support and resistance lines at 92 cents and $1.11. This is essentially creating a channel, a price channel that will eventually cause a breakout. The first indicator to use is the VWAP. Which is the green line there. This tells us the momentum of this currency is based on the average price as volume. In other words, the average volume is a price. If it does drop below the VWAP and the moving averages also, then you can consider this to be bears in control. After that, if it continues to drop even further and the price drops below the support line of 91 cents, then a short position might be considered, but only after the support level of 91 cents becomes a resistance, and again, it's going to be tested twice. You'll hear me say this a lot in this channel. Always make sure the support or resistance levels are tested at least more than 2 times. The more frequent the levels are tested, the stronger it becomes. Now, if you plan to go long, then a different approach would be to wait 15 minutes after the support level is tested and not broken. This could be the VWAP and or moving averages, but if it is holding, then it would be wise to get into that moment. Right? So that's probably a good indication right there. Be sure to observe an increase in momentum first, though. Keep that in mind. Also pay attention to the RSI to identify when it's considered oversold. And if the MACD does indicate it's crossing at 2 points in an upward fashion, then you're looking pretty good. Bear in mind also the inverse would apply if you plan to short, but if you're looking to take a quick profit, we always recommend you do not hold on for very long, especially as a day trader. Get in, get out, take your profit, and obviously make sure you average your price out as well too. So take half your position and then take the rest after you come closer to your goal, or heaven forbid it doesn't go where you need it to go. Get out and just stay green, right? Set a target and be sure to sell off what you can when you can. For my swing traders out there, looking at the 4-hour chart, you can kind of tell here that XRP is consistently making higher highs. The past 2 days of trading have been phenomenal. But when will it end? Do you feel like this is something that will continue forever? No, of course it won't. I don't believe it will. If it does, it'll always have short periods of consolidation. If nothing else, there'll always be some lows as well that you can maximize your benefit with. But until it happens, we want you to pay close attention to the volume. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Volume is the most underused indicator out there. Volume can tell us so much about momentum and price. Some day traders use it almost exclusively. Now, looking at the 1-day chart, the VWAP is useless, so keep that in mind. Instead, we always recommend using something shorter or under 1 hour, preferably anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes. The reason why I'm recommending a smaller time frame, though, for my swing traders is because it's hard to find a good entry point with the only the 4-hour, 8-hour, 12-hour, 1-day charts, etc. Because the fact that it's such a big range, you can't see the movement and understand specifically when to get in or when to get out. Now, that kind of approach works maybe better for more traditional securities that are only traded for 6.5, 7 hours a day. But in this case here, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, you got to be careful. So my recommendation is to use the VWAP, which is a volume-weighted average price. If you don't already know, what it is, it's a trading benchmark. It's used by traders to give the average price of a currency on how it's traded throughout the day, based on both volume and price. So it's important because it provides traders with insight into both trend and value of a security. And I mention this to you now because a 4-hour chart doesn't exactly help us understand the benefit of volume as well as a shorter time frame. So when the price increases consistently like it has recently, you have to use a shorter time frame. Keep in mind also VWAP is only beneficial in 1-hour charts or less. So please try it out. Let me know your thoughts. Comment in the section below and let us know if it's working for you. As for situations like these, though, when taking a long position, just kind of provide some advice, I guess you'd say. I'd like for you to consider taking positions after waiting twice. Big surprise, I know I've mentioned this before, but it works, okay? And what I mean by that is if you wait until a major support level or resistance level is tested, in this case such as 91 cents, don't take a position until after the support level is tested a second time. So if it hits it and bounces off one time, okay, that's great. Don't worry about getting in until you find it happening a second time. You might wait a little bit while. Sometimes you'll miss some opportunities. Yes, that happens. But for the most part, when you find it resisting twice or supporting twice in a row within a short period, it's usually always a very strong indicator. Because again, the more often it's tested, the more often or the more stronger it becomes, right? So this scenario is only recommended when the support and resistance lines has been tested. Another thing to consider too when swing trading is to understand the momentum as to whether or not it's gained or lost. For example, in a long position, if you see the MACD is showing it's lost momentum and the RSI is also indicating it's overbought, then maybe consider selling half your position. And then when it becomes oversold and starts to gain momentum again, you can re-enter at a lower price, meanwhile taking profit. The last piece of advice for my swing traders is to not get greedy. I know this seems kind of rudimentary or perhaps even crude, but if you're not taking profits, you need to get out, okay? There's nothing worse than taking a significant loss because you keep waiting for it to come back and it never recovers. Waiting for recovery is betting against the house and it'll only drain your wallet. I want you to be successful traders, so do not forget to use these indicators. Instinct takes a long time to develop. Between now and then, you need to be disciplined, and trust me on this, your wallet will thank you. As per usual, we cannot stress this enough. Make sure you set a target, and if you do not hit your target, get out and take your profit. The key to being a profitable trader is to survive to trade another day. If you lose all of your money in one day, you're going to get burnt out and you're not going to want to do it again. Take small steps, get where you need to go, and make this a reality. If you find benefit from this content, please like and subscribe. We want to wish you the absolute best in your trades. Please let us know your thoughts and if there's anything else we can do to improve or cover moving forward. We will primarily be covering some of the more hotter stocks, for the next few weeks, just to make sure. We also cover BTT and WIN. Those two are pretty popular right now. They kind of took a hit earlier today, but we're going to cover that also, and just pay close attention. Make sure you got the notifications on so we can go ahead and help you on the next future trades, because we're all about very serious technical analysis, things that actually really help you. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate it. We'll go ahead and see you again soon.